On January 27, 2005, with only 2 weeks remaining until he was scheduled to return home from deployment, he was injured in a mortar attack. He was evacuated to Brooke Army Medical Center for treatment, and he was medically retired from service in 2006 and was awarded the Purple Heart. Following his retirement, he attended college classes where he discovered his passion for writing, and in February of 2021, he self-published his book, Burned in Babylon. He is accompanied this evening by his lovely wife of 17 years, Tanya, as well as his daughter, Zoe. His son, Chase, unfortunately was unable to attend this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you Robin Griffin.
Thank you. As the room started to fill up, I realized I don't rate to be in front of you speaking. And when I found out I was the youngest Marine, I know I don't rate to. But I just want to thank Rich and the Commandant and the Lance Corporal Chance Phelps Marine Corps League for your hospitality. Having my family here, it's truly encouraging. And Sweetwater County, Wyoming for having us. Been very welcoming. We really appreciate it. It's encouraging to have traditions like this continue. Last year was rough for me. Many celebrations and Marine Corps balls were shut down. So I want to thank everyone for being here tonight and participating in this tradition. I really am just encouraged, and I'll do my best not to cry in front of all y'all. But we'll see.
You're right.
Yeah. One of the positive things about last year was I did take some time and I published my book and my story. And it's mostly poetry, and then some autobiography as well. And I also want to thank my wife, my beautiful wife, who wrote the introduction to our book and helped me with the speech this week as well. So thank you, babe. My story's not special, just an average kid from Salt Lake City who watched the 9/11 attacks on TV and decided to join the Marine Corps Infantry. From 2001 to 2005, I served 2 deployments with 2nd Marine Division, 1st Battalion, 2nd Marines, fighting with Task Force Tarawa in the Battle of Nasiriyah, and then redeploying to the Triangle of Death in Iraq with the 24th ME. Hoorah! I got wounded with about a week left on my 2nd deployment. And that's really fun. That's a good time to get wounded. If you're going to get wounded, go ahead and get it done out of the way the first week. After that, I was medevaced home, and they put me in an induced coma at the cache in Baghdad. I was in a coma for about 12 days, and I woke up at Brooke Army Medical Center surrounded by my family. And I began a new life with my young wife and my newborn son. And I met my wife in between my combat deployments to Iraq. And I was on a 96. I was actually stationed in Camp Lejeune with 2nd Marine Division, but I met my wife in Pensacola, Florida on that 96. It was just easier logistically to go to Pensacola with my battle buddy, who was marrying my wife's best friend at the time as well, than to come all the way back home to Utah. But it's truly encouraging to be here, and my intentions are not to stand in front of you today as your guest and make it about me or my story, or be political or divisive. I truly enjoyed being an infantry Marine deployed to Iraq, or at the barracks in Camp Lejeune, or on a 96 in Pensacola. I loved it. At the time, I felt I was born to be an infantry Marine. I felt I was born to be a Marine. And a Marine grunt, and after that, after becoming a Marine, I'll be honest, I felt almost too patriotic for my hometown, Salt Lake City. And I'll be a little bit more honest, I'm still a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, a little bit bitter that my hometown doesn't have a Global War on Terrorism memorial. There's 6 Americans from Salt Lake City whose home record was Salt Lake City when they were killed after 9/11 in combat actions. And it's my opinion that my hometown is forgetting those heroes. And so, again, encouraging to be here with y'all tonight. Like I said, I'm not going to get too political or too divisive. I'll keep it politically correct, Rich.
Why?
I want to encourage everyone here tonight. That's why, sir. I want to encourage everyone, and I don't want to spend too much time on past war stories or politics. But with that said, let me give you the context of why I'm so proud to be a Marine and grateful to take part in traditions like this, the Marine Corps birthday ball. We all know the story. Tun Tavern, November 10th, 1775, our Marine Corps came alive. Our family was born during the American Revolutionary War. And this history nerd loves that fact. The Marine Corps is also similar to a family because it's a little bit different to each of its members. However, all the family members contribute their own unique identity while we maintain a fierce collective identity. And the Marine Corps has a fierce collective identity. There's a lot of talk in Salt Lake about veterans community, a community of veterans, and all of that is positive. I just want to reiterate, the Marine Corps is a family. We are not just a community, we are a family. And we have family members all over the world, all over the country, and I'm proud to be a part of that family. Often, when I tell my story, I come off as too patriotic, too gung-ho of a Marine, too proud. I honestly believe that it's not about me. It's about my family, and I want to reflect that when I tell my story, about how proud I am to be a part of this family. The Marine Corps has given so much to me. I was just thinking the other day, actually, about what I would be if I'd never become a Marine, and I'll be honest, it wasn't flattering. It was something I would never want to present to my wife and our children, or to any of you in this room. My time in the Marine Corps, I heard lots of aphorisms: death before dishonor, honor, courage, commitment. None of these I consider platitudes, but principles I intend to live my entire life by. I also come off as maybe too moto, right? Too moto of a Marine. But it is about my excitement, about my family. And it's okay to be moto. It's absolutely okay to be moto after your time in service. And it's because I got to serve with so many amazing Marines that I'm so proud to be a part of this family. And that I met more Marines after my enlistment ended that are amazing family members. Filling needs in their communities as teachers, police officers, firefighters, doctors, nurses, poets, fathers, husbands, wives, mothers. All these needs are in our community now, and I see Marines all across the country filling them, and it just fills me with pride. I well up with pride to see Marines continue to live those principles of honor, courage, commitment, death before dishonor, SemperFi, rock, lots of those principles I love dearly. I don't think it's too cliche or too romantic to say once a Marine, always a Marine. And I believe that till my dying day. I will always be a Marine. And I tried my very best, sometimes I fail, we'll talk about that later, to live up to the image that has been given to us by our predecessors. Just in the Commandant's message, I was getting shivers up my spine about Marines that come before us, and reading about Marines at Frozen Chosen, or Iwo Jima, or Guadalcanal, Tarawa, all these places that we have shed blood at. All right, here, you ready, Rich? This is the part that's going to get political. When our family was attacked in Kabul back in August, I went to an impromptu ceremony at the Utah State Capitol for Staff Sergeant Hoover. I felt that loss. I'm not ashamed to say I cried at the ceremony. And I went there. I cry when I hear about Marines getting attacked and killed from the 24th MEU or anywhere across the world. I feel those losses, and it's okay to feel those losses. It's okay to be angry when your family suffers a loss. It's okay. It's okay to be not okay with that, because it's not okay for your family to get attacked and killed in that way. I still feel that loss, and we still have family in harm's way that I pray every day about, and I wish to also contribute to the conflict that's taking Marines in all of our communities as well, and paying it forward and looking after our family. So I went to that ceremony somewhat selfishly, because I had all those emotions welling up inside me after I heard about the attack. But I knew that if I was around Marines, I'd be good. And again, I'm not going to cry, but I'm happy to be around y'all. And to pay our respects to our brothers and sisters that died was just truly inspiring to me. And I hope that I can continue to be a Marine that embodies honor, courage, and commitment in SemperFi. With all that said, the fight's not over. We must fight to keep our family not just alive from terrorist attacks, but in good health, good mental health. And we must always prepare and be ready to do what we've always done: preserve life, liberty, and freedom. As we forge forward with the memories of our brothers and sisters who gave the ultimate sacrifice, we must also defend our family from existential conflicts dividing our country and culture today. I don't want to lose any more Marines. We need to support each other as a family. Often that's just being present. Your presence matters. Your presence here tonight, it matters to me. It matters to all of us. It matters as a family to be present here. Sometimes it's just listening and affirming each other about the positive aspects of being a Marine. Sometimes it's a little bit of tough love. You can ask her about tough love for me, because often it's tough love.
Frying pan have anything to do with that?
We're tracking. Never is a family to be dismissive or deliberately indifferent. And sometimes that does happen inside that larger veterans community. And I don't have to bring up the negative aspects of some of that stuff, but I'm truly grateful to be a Marine today and tomorrow, yesterday, and forever, till I die. And I think we have a special place inside that community of veterans. After 20 years of war and conflict, I see our Marine Corps as strong, unified, and ready to take on any challenge that might be presented to us. And I won't get too political with some of those challenges, Rich. We all know what's out there. But with that said, we can't afford to neglect each other. Check on your buddies. Check on your family. One Marine lost to suicide is one too many. You all matter to me. You all matter to the Marine Corps. You all matter to your communities that you're in. Remember those principles: honor, courage, commitment, SemperFi, and just be there for each other. And be Marines like you're here tonight. And I'm just so grateful. Thank you so much, Commandant. Thank you so much, everyone, for having me. And last year was rough. Last year was rough when I didn't have a group of Marines to celebrate the Marine Corps birthday with. And so I'm so grateful for everyone here. Thank you for your time, your attention, your support. I'll be here all night. I've got nowhere else to go, so come talk to me. I love talking to Marines. We can swap war stories if you want. I love talking about my time as a Marine and my time in Iraq. I really do. And some of that might be too romantic or too cliche or too patriotic, but I enjoy it. And I'm truly honored to be here tonight. So just thank you for your time and your attention and your love. SemperFi.
All right.
Thank you.